What's good, everybody? We are back again with another wonderful episode of the No Hedging Podcast. I go by the name of Rip16, the GOAT.
Tie the fly jet.
We are the mighty No Hedging Podcast duo, and we are back for week 9
Nina
of the NFL season. But, of course, we got to talk about week 8, some of the things we saw, liked, didn't like, and of course our predictions and plans for week 9. But before we get into that, make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. This is very important. We need that love so we can keep giving it back, so we can keep growing the channel, so we can keep doing cool stuff and keep on talking about this lovely game of football and easing our way into a very interesting basketball season that has just began also. But yeah, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. I think I want to pop this here episode off with something that I took a break off. I took a bye week from it last week, but I think I'm gonna get back to it. Let's do this little thing I like to call GOATTalk.
What?
So the thing is like through 8 weeks, you got a chance at either doing some really good things, some really bad things. You've probably seen a good roller coaster mixture of things, as we've saw with some of these teams. Some people have had some unfortunate injuries. Some people had some very fortunate bounce backs. Some coaches, some coaches look a lot better than we thought. But regardless, you keep fighting. Week 8, you in the middle of the grind. You're in the middle of the treacherous terrains that you got to navigate to try and reach those playoff spots, to try and win those divisions. And it's a lot of teams still in it and still fighting. And I like to feel like the bets are the same way, you know? You probably done had some good hits. You probably done had some bad ones. We done had some bad beats, but we done also put some belt to ass. So we want you to keep on fighting, keep on striking, keep on winning, and more importantly, keep on sharing those picks. Because what's L? So make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, and like I said, let's, without further ado, get into takeaways.
Yeah. What do you got? What I got?
What do you got from week 8 of the NFL season? It was very, very interesting. So what you got?
Yeah, one of the takeaways I got is like the strong teams kind of step to the forefront.
They're resurging. And
yeah, after up. Like weeks of, getting beat and, losing and whatever, inconsistency, I would say. After weeks of inconsistency in the first month and a half, the strong teams kind of raised, came to the forefront in the AFC and the NFC. The Chiefs won in dominating fashion. The Bills won in dominating fashion. The Eagles won in dominating fashion. The Buccaneers won. You got teams at the top winning. I mean, hell, even Denver, they won.
Denver's 6-2. They've been. Yeah.
So, like, the better teams won their games for the most part, in the league.
Cream of the crop rising to the top for sure. And I think when we spoke on injuries in the previous weeks, some of those teams are starting to bounce back from some of those injuries. Evidenced by, like, the Chargers versus the Vikings. The Chargers with Joe Alt and without Joe Alt are entirely two different teams. I don't know what his contract is right now, but I think they need to increase it. Because apparently that line ain't shit without him.
No.
If I can just be quite frank. They went out there and looked like that dominant Chargers team that won 3-0 at the beginning of the season with Joe Alt. And Joe Alt wasn't even at full health. But he was playing and he was getting the job done.
Impact, yeah.
So, I mean, I think health, recoveries definitely play a role in it in terms of some of these dominant teams starting to bounce back, which is kind of what we expect. Once your team is at full capacity, we expect you to be dominant. But on the flip side of what you said, the upsets was also a little alarming, right? just based on what you just said, you expect certain teams to kind of have established their identity by now. So the fact that there are teams getting upset and getting what the hell was that? Such as the Atlanta Falcons getting blown out by the Dolphins, not losing to the Dolphins, getting blown out by the Dolphins. What was that?
Yeah. Two blowouts this year by
subpar teams.
Yeah, not good.
And then you also got the Jets winning their first game. How the hell the Jets scored 39 points is beyond me.
Without Garrett Wilson.
That's an indictment of the Bengals defense for sure. But it's just things like that and situations like that. It's just completely unexpected. Now, I don't know if this is Vegas. I don't know if this is if this is just teams just being bad. I don't know what to call it. I got some people that might argue that it's definitely that on tight end.
Yeah, I think
tight ends not even getting targets on tight end day is crazy. But
it's just those games in particular that you're talking about. They're just games by bad teams, honestly. Those are not good teams. So, I mean, for them to upset each other, is it really a shock?
I think more so. I think it's more so how they won. The Jets winning. My envisionment of the Jets winning a game this season involves the defense. The Jets defense gave up 38 points.
Right, that's they weren't even good.
So if the Jets win a game, is my viewpoint is they would have to do it defensively. You get some type of takeaway. You doing this without Sauce. You doing this without Garrett Wilson. So make it make sense. That just don't make sense. But more so the Dolphins being able to put up all those points with just Waddle. It was Waddle and Achane.
Yeah.
You got beat by Waddle and Achane. Not the other wide receivers, not another backup, not Tua on the ground. Like, no, it was Waddle and Achane. To Tua's credit, he didn't, play a bad game as far as turnovers or doing nothing like that. I give him his credit for that.
4 touchdowns.
4 tutties. You just can't do that. Like, so that's what's a little alarming about it. Because you would think at a certain point, like, these certain teams get upsets. I mean, get an identity established. But even like the Cowboys getting beat by the Broncos as badly as they got beat by the Broncos. Because that's what the Cowboys have been doing this year. They've been putting up points.
Yeah.
Even when they lost, they've been putting up 30. So, I mean,
it's altitude, man.
That Denver altitude does play a role.
The altitude got to them.
Didn't think about that. That does mean something.
Yeah, but the other teams, Broncos, they're a top team in their division. The Colts still rolling. Like I said, Buffalo dominating. Like all these teams, even the Patriots, they're a top team in their division.
Patriots
dominating fashion. So it's like, that's one thing I recognized this past weekend is like the big dogs. They came to the table.
Yeah,
and they showed it. They sat it on the table and said, "What's up?"
But speaking of big dogs, matter of fact, you know what? That was like the main takeaways that I saw from week 8. There's some other things we can take note of, but we'll get into that and touch base on that. But since you spoke on it, how about we jump into another wonderful segment of the show, a segment that we like to call Besides the Eagles.
Besides the I'm not even gonna say it because I'm a drink.
G-L-E-A-E-L. So, actually, I know his name Besides the Eagles, formerly Besides the Chiefs. But can we actually talk about the Eagles? They've won back-to-back games. After coming off some questionable performances, they seem to be recalibrating. And starting to get their shit together. Are
they, or did they play 2 bad teams?
I mean, the reason why I say is because we saw not only did you win, but you won dominantly. They did what I expect you to do with a bad team. And it's a division game.
Beat them.
Yeah, I expect you to beat them because, unfortunately, in that game, and we'll talk about this a little bit further. Unfortunately, Cam Scatterbull went down in that game, and the game was competitive at a certain point at the beginning of the game. However, Saquon Barkley was starting to break away some of those plays and
Have
run.
a day, Saquon. Have a day.
Saquon Barkley having a day doing things like that on the ground is more characteristic of what we're used to seeing out of the Eagles. But on top of that, you know, you still got motion. You still got some good plays happening from other people on the team as well, which is what we're used to seeing from the Eagles, at least the championship Eagles. That's what we saw. So, I mean, Jalen Hurts having 4 touchdowns. His Super Bowl MVP. These are things you see out of MVPs.
This is a game that they would have had last year.
For sure. And Devontae, you know, Smitty going out there doing his thing as well. But that's just what I like to see out of a dominant team, a true contender, is even if you aren't playing against a team that is good, or you're playing against a division opponent, or you're playing against a team that's beat up, it needs to look like it. It don't need to be this field goal game. No, you need to go out there and beat the hell out of them. And winning by 18
that's just what happens
like
when they get the run game going and get the run game established. That's their identity. That's what the Philadelphia Eagles offense should look like.
Yeah.
But the problem is being before that was everybody was kind of, you know, loading up to stop Saquon, stop the run, prevent the run. But they just got a Giants defense that's really not that good against the run, and Saquon just went off, you know. And when that happens, it opens up everything else. It opens up Jalen Hurts. It opens up the pass game. And, you know, that's what happened on Sunday.
I kind of feel like the game plan had to switch too, though, because they did pass the ball so well the past couple weeks. They were airing it out to win. So, I mean, I think that also opens up the run. It's like once I have to start game planning for you to pass versus when we just know you're going to run and you're not even really passing like that, the game plan is focused on stopping the run.
Yeah.
After that, you pretty much stop the offense. But once you have a balanced attack, it's like, okay, it's hard. It's hard to stop because, I mean, you concentrate on one thing and then they're going to do this and bust your head. You start shifting to that. Well, we still good at running. And breakout play, 40-yard run, Saquon, stuff like that happens.
Second play of the game.
So I just feel like to
the crib.
So I just feel like, you know, that all-encompassing offense is characteristic of what we see out of a dominant contending team. Another team that's been on our radar for a minute.
Are the Colts for real? That is the question of the day. Every day. Are the Colts for real? I don't know if they for real based off of the opponents that they played. I'm gonna tell you this, but this next month is gonna prove how real they are. The opponents that they played previously include the Tennessee Titans twice. The Raiders. Who else? The Dolphins. These are all bad teams. They beat the Broncos barely. The Rams beat them. So these are teams that really aren't good. They barely beat the Cardinals with a backup quarterback in Jacoby Brissett. They beat a banged up Chargers
Jacoby
team.
Been playing decent though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, back, you know, but I'm saying, still they're a bad team, the Cardinals, right? So it's like these teams that they've won against, like, aren't really playoff teams besides one. You know what I'm saying? Which is the Denver Broncos. And possibly the Chargers when they're healthy, but they played a Chargers that was banged up. But now going into next month, starting this week, they got the Steelers.
Yeah.
You know, who else they got? Scroll down. Let's see what else they got.
They got the Steelers, the Falcons, the
Steelers, the Chiefs, the Texans was a division game.
They got
the Jags.
2 games against the Jags and 2 games against the Texans.
Yeah, so it's like
also the Seahawks at home.
They got tougher competition going into this latter part of the season. We're gonna really see if they for real. But good thing for them, they got a good head start on everybody because they won 7 games. They 7-1. So I mean that helps you out. But not to mention they got the run game going. The pass game is going. They're a balanced team. Defense is doing okay. They're not like
Jonathan Taylor is a touchdown machine.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor is scoring hella touchdowns every week. Rushing yards, they running the football, they throwing the football. Daniel Jones protecting the football. So I mean, they're looking like a good team, but I would like to see them do it against better competition. That's all I'm saying.
No, I mean I can definitely understand that. I think this being the tougher part of their schedule, they definitely have to show it and prove it because some of those teams, as of right now, are healthy. Mm-hmm. So, going against a healthy Chiefs team, going against the Steelers on the road, right, playing against the Steelers
that just lost,
that's coming off of a loss,
right,
and a bye week.
Yep.
It's gonna require them to really colt up this time.
Colt up.
So if y'all are really that good, you're gonna have to prove it and show it. But I will say that even though they didn't have the toughest opponents, most of those games, with the exception of the Broncos game, and the Cardinals game, they dominated. They
dominated, yeah.
Which is what I say.
Yeah, that's true.
A good team is supposed to dominate against a bad team. So it's not like they're out here having close calls,
right?
So I'm very curious to see how this next month of football goes for them. But they have put themselves in a great position as far as playoff position, being 7-1. Mm-hmm. I mean, hell, honestly, if they win
2 more games,
2-3 more games, if they get to 10 or 11 wins,
they lead in their division, and like they got a pretty decent lead in their division right now. You know what I'm saying? So like right now in their division, they lead in division.
You got the 9
Jags
games.
are 4-3, so that's the closest team to them in their division.
You got 9 games left. If you win 4 of those, you're good. If they win 4 out of 9, they're good.
Yeah.
But they do have 4 division games, so the division is not sold up. It's not a wrap at all, because they do got 4 more division games. But I think if they win 4 out of those last 9 games, then they could reasonably at least be a wild card team.
No, but they're gonna win more than that, I think.
But maybe. I think they do win.
Yeah, because they got the running game going. But I just want to see against better competition.
So we're gonna see.
That's it.
We're gonna see.
Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair. But some guys and dudes, bros, and a couple of cats that just ain't out there playing fair, and we don't think they're gonna fare too much longer. So we got to switch over to another wonderful segment in this show. It's a fan favorite segment, my favorite segment of the show. A little segment we like to call "Clock Out for Me, Big Dawg."
It's time to
You go ahead and clock out.
Pack your shit
Right now?
Yeah.
and get out.
yeah.
So it's a couple of interesting things that transpired after week 8. Couple of moving pieces. Couple of things that you want to bring to light, and I think it's multiple. So I actually haven't done this in a while, but it's a little sub segment of this segment we like to call rapid fire clock outs.
Yeah.
So we got a few clock outs. Why don't you tell the people the first one?
Yeah, so the first one is going to be some news reported down there in New Orleans,
Nolans, as they like to say.
The Saints play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers play awful offensively and still won the game by 20 points. Because the Saints offense couldn't do anything. So what they did, they said, you know what? We're tired of Spencer Rattler. We've seen enough. Time to put the rookie Taylor Taylor Shaw, however you pronounce his name. Don't want to be rude, but they put the rookie in. They starting a rookie this week, and they want to see what the rookie can do. So that's some quick news down there in New Orleans. So Spencer Rattler, see ya. Time to clock out. What you got?
Another rapid fire. I'm not gonna fully say he's clocked out yet. But you're getting goddamn close.
That seat hot. It's warming up.
That seat is hotter than the devil's ass right now. I'm gonna say Raheem Morris. You put yourself in the hot seat, brother. That was a terrible performance against the Miami Dolphins. I don't give a damn if Michael Penix and Drake London were out. You were playing against the Miami Dolphins. And defensively, you shouldn't be giving up that many points to the Dolphins. Because last time I checked, Michael Penix and Drake London don't play defense. You still got Bijan Robinson. You still got Tyler Algier. Kirk Cousins been resting all year and came out there and did not put on a good performance at all. But I just felt like the game plan, you had a whole week where Kirk Cousins was running reps with the starters during practice. You're playing against the Dolphins. You was at home. It was just a lot of things in your favor. You just don't get blown out like that at home. And
so Falcons fans aren't liking Raheem right now? Is that what's brewing?
I mean, but we've been saying this, though. Even when they won the Bills game, it was some questionable decisions, right?
Yeah.
Like, why didn't you take the field goal?
I mean,
before the half.
Trying to be aggressive.
You're trying to be aggressive, but you're already winning and your defense is showing. I think you got to go off of what your team is doing. Mm-hmm. I can see if your team was giving up points.
Yeah.
But the team was playing very good defense. You got the ball back. You in scoring position. You have a chance to extend the lead past 2 touchdowns. Thankfully, coming out of the half, the defense kept playing well. So it didn't end up rearing its head in that game. But it's just some questionable decisions.
Arthur ain't firing that man no time soon.
I'm just saying, though, you
got another season with him, at least. At least another season.
I don't think it's a full season.
Oh, Arthur don't fire nobody mid-season.
Shit.
Another season with him.
He will.
Another season. I'm telling
you. He will.
Nah, he had a lot of things against him. You got a backup quarterback in Kirk Cousins, who we all say ain't that good because he got benched for a rookie. And you had some starters out. I understand it's the Dolphins. I understand you at home. But the defense didn't show up to play. Now, that's Raheem's fault?
Yeah.
Is he the defensive coordinator?
Who hired the defensive coordinator?
Yeah. Okay.
Who picked him?
You're right.
And he went and picked the defensive coordinator. I wanted Anarumo. Oh, what's his name? I probably said that wrong.
Lou Anarumo.
Okay, I said it right. Yeah, so I wanted him. They went and got Ulbrich. He had a couple good games where they played defensively pretty well. Mostly that Bills game was the dominant one that I saw. Other ones was kind of, it was okay. It was decent. They did a good job here and there. But point being is you the boss in charge. You can try and scapegoat this guy, that guy. But I'm just saying, when you have performances like that are just all around bad. Mm-hmm. Last time I checked, Michael Penix don't play defense. So just stuff like that is going to be a bad reflection on the coach.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That was my hot seat. You ain't quite clocked out yet, but you damn sure getting hot, my boy.
He got a slip, a warning slip.
You got a major warning slip on that one.
Come in my office.
Come here. Come here.
We'll sign
talk
this
to
warning.
We gotta get you to sign this. Don't you do that no damn more.
Yeah. Well, I got one more clock out for you.
What's that?
So my clock out are going to be the referees in the Eagles and Giants game.
That's what we blaming it on.
So I'm not blaming the loss on that at all. But I'm just saying the referees had some terrible calls.
Okay.
For one, the tush push. We'll start there. Okay. As we all know, the whole world knows, we done seen it in slow-mo numerous times from numerous angles, that the tush push, anytime they do the tush push, there's a false start by at least 2 offensive linemen. Every time. Every time. We done seen it in slow-mo and everything. But the referees, what they do, they allow it. But in this particular scenario, the false start occurs again, obviously, because it happens every time. But Jalen Hurts reaches for a first down. Kayvon Thibodeau strips the ball from Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts wasn't down. No whistle was blown. They didn't give us the fumble on the strip because forward progress. Well, that was the reason. Now, if the ball is stripped and you're not down, I mean,
and there's no whistle.
In those whistles, that's a fumble. In my opinion. I don't know. I don't know the rules. But that's why they get paid to do it and not me. That was one. Then the other one, clear pass interference on Darius Slayton. Darius Slayton catches the ball, scores a touchdown. He gets his jersey tugged while in the process of locating the football. Catches it, scores a touchdown. They also called that a pass interference on the offense because during that process, Slayton pushed off just a little bit, slightly. But it was pass interference on both players.
So it should have been
Replay it down. Or don't throw the flag. So we clocking out those referees in that Philadelphia and Giants game because terrible calls all game long. But those are just the 2 main ones that stood out the most. So time for y'all to clock out, man.
I mean, it's a gang of terrible calls go around here and there, but I mean, you know.
They need to be held accountable. Like they holding that one referee accountable in that UGA and Auburn game. They suspended his ass for the rest of the season. The one where Kirby said he called timeout. Well, they said Kirby was calling a timeout, and then he was like, no, I was clapping. So they didn't give Kirby the timeout. So they need to be held accountable. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's it. You make a mistake, you make a bad call, no slap on the wrist, no, okay, we'll do better next time. Suspend those guys.
Well, I mean, historically, what's been going on with the refs is they kind of just make it like, don't talk about our refs.
Yeah.
At least the players. Because players been complaining about these refs for multiple seasons. People have been having their internet Chiefs theories that the refs play for the Chiefs. They've been doing this for the past couple seasons pretty heavily. Now, the repercussions, consequences, or anything actually occurring to the refs, I haven't seen it.
No.
So, I mean.
Yeah, the referees, they was playing for the Eagles that game. I seen some memes where the black and white striped shirts was green. It was green and white striped shirts.
So I mean,
Kelly Green.
Yeah.
But
so,
yeah,
I mean,
those are my clock outs, man.
I guess they done switched over to the champs. From
the
Chiefs done switched over to the champs, I guess, man. But I mean, good luck.
Yeah.
So we having a hard time getting rid of them. But speaking of that, since you just spoke on that game, how about we go to another wonderful segment? It sounds like you had some residual feelings from it, so we might as well air it out completely.
Yeah.
Let's go to another wonderful new segment we like to call Ask a Giants Fan. Dead ass?
Dead ass?
Serious, son?
Word to mother. Cam Scottaboo, done for the season.
Yep. Gruesome ankle injury. My man's ankle was facing backwards. Much.
It was faced the other way.
Gruesome.
Wrong way.
That's gonna hurt our team, locker room wise, the morale of the team, the morale of the fan base. You know, the one word that came across the table when Cam made his impact on the team or made his appearance on the team was juice and energy.
Headbutting walls and
now that is gone. So we're gonna miss him dearly. You know, Hoping for a speedy recovery for Cam, and he comes
Looks
back.
like they said surgery was successful.
Yeah.
So now he's on the road to recovery. Looks like he'll make a full recovery and be ready for next season. He's most likely completely done for this season.
Yeah.
But he'll be healthy, back, good to go next season. What it looking like?
Yeah, but other than that, man, our defense once again played terribly. Couldn't stop the run. Saquon went off, obviously. I mean, they did a good job against Saquon in the beginning. The first game we played 2 weeks ago. But this week, not so good. It was terrible. It was just, offensively, we couldn't really do that much. And when we did do something, the referees called, they played their role.
Well, well, what I was going to ask you about, too, though, is I'm not sure if you had another point about that. But what I was going to ask you about, too, is now that Scatterbull is out, like the complexion of the backfield and how they've been running and how they use Scatterbull, how do you think the Giants should at least attempt to fill that void in the backfield with Scatterbull being gone?
I think they do the same thing because before Scatterbull got there last year, it was Tyrone Tracy, and he had a pretty good season his rookie year. And he was pretty much similar, catching passes out the backfield, and he had some good runs, explosive runs as well in the season last year.
It's just not a wrecking ball like
Scatterbull. But
Scatterbull
just brings, a physicality that, we haven't had before. You know what I'm saying? And that's the identity that we want to have. It's physical, tough,
He's like a more athletic Mike Allstott.
Yeah.
That's what it kind of reminds me of when I look at Cam Scatterbull run the ball. It's just a more athletic version of Mike Allstott.
Yeah, it's just a brute.
Yeah.
But I mean, Jackson Dart, that's his ace, that's his guy. I don't know how the team is going to respond after this loss of obviously to the Eagles and the loss of Cam Scatterbull, but I think at the end of the day, I think we just pack it up, man, because once you lose a game like that, you lose a player like that, it's like, what are we playing for? We're halfway through the season. We've had our opportunities. What's going on? What are we doing? Why are we still playing? So hopefully
you think they got to start concentrating on draft pick.
Yeah, but that's not what you want your players to do. You want your players to still come out there and compete and be competitive and stuff like that.
That's why I'm asking, how to make it a little
that's what
bit
you want your
better.
players to do. But, when stuff like that happens, the shit that happened to us in the course of 9 games, that shit don't happen to other teams in the course of a year. You know what I'm saying? Like all the negative shit that's just been going on week in and week out, week in and week out, week in and week out. It's just always something with these guys. You have a good game, then you fucking lose it. Then you come back the next week, you win a game against the Eagles that you weren't supposed to win. Then you play the damn Denver Broncos on the road. Then you beat the brakes off of them for 3 quarters, and then the fourth quarter comes and they score 33 points on you. You fucking lose the game. And then the next game after that, you play the Eagles again. And then one of your best players that bring the juice and the energy to your team goes down, breaks his fucking ankle. Not to mention, Malik Neighbors went out earlier in the season as well. Oh, yeah, not to mention we played a game in overtime against the Dallas Cowboys that we could have won, but we end up losing. Then we go down to New Orleans and get blown out by the damn New Orleans Saints with 5 turnovers. So it's like this every single week. It's painful, bro.
Listen,
it's
man.
painful. I hate it.
You talking to a guy who's been a Chargers fan and a Falcons fan for 20 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get it. It hurts. It's painful. It's
To
excruciating.
watch,
it's a roller coaster. It is an emotional
they
roller coaster.
playing with my emotions.
Yeah. You're killing me with this.
Yeah.
But hopefully, they can try to, scavenge what they can. You keep fighting, you keep clawing. Maybe Jackson Dart has enough juice to also keep the team vitalized and make some attempts.
He's been playing well, bro.
Games.
He had some crazy throws that game, some nice throws that players, Theo Johnson, I'm going to call you out, was dropping, throwing dimes.
Yeah, so I mean
it's promising, I say that.
That's what I'm saying. So, Skate Man says, get back up Try again. So I was just wondering what you figured the complexion would look like. But I mean, Tyrone Tracy stepped in before and made some stuff happen. Mm-hmm. Then he also has Singletary, who made a nice catch on one of the plays. Didn't really generate much on the ground, but they might be able to do a little bit better against some other opponents. But with that being said, talking about other opponents, talking about what's to come and what we need to look out for and all that, let's get into another wonderful segment where we can transition into week 9 of the NFL season and talk about MustSeeTV.
Yeah.
Man, these folks got their hit it. No cap.
You need to see this. No cap. So, what's on your radar? What are the games that you feel like the people just must see for week 9 of the NFL season?
Chiefs, Bills.
Always must see.
Always must see TV. 2 of the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yeah.
Battling it out. The Chiefs always get the one up on the Bills.
Yeah.
More often than not. And the Bills just beat up on the Panthers, right?
Yeah.
Coming off the bye week, beating up on the Panthers. They had to do that.
They did.
If they didn't do it, they'd have been in trouble.
They lost 2
games in a row. And the way that they lost those 2 games wasn't pretty
at all.
So they had to do that to the Panthers. And on the other side of the spectrum, the Chiefs are just looking really damn good.
Yeah, they're looking
unstoppable. Offense and the defense are looking unstoppable. This is a healthy Chiefs offense. This is the first time the Chiefs
had a healthy offense all season.
Healthy offense with all the receivers, all the players on the offensive side of the football. And they putting it together. You start seeing these plays to Rasheed Rice. You start seeing these plays to Xavier Worthy.
Oh my God, Rasheed Rice in that offense has been cooking.
Yeah,
he getting that. He's the security blanket receiver for that offense for sure. But you and I talk off cam. When Rasheed Rice catches the ball, he's trying to make a play happen every single time he catches the ball.
Yeah,
he's not just
so
trying
to
catch it. He's not just trying to catch it and hit the ground or like run out of bounds. Nah, bro is sprinting. He get it. He's taking off full sprint for the end zone. He trying to shake around somebody. It was even one play in that Washington game where who was that on defense? Was that my boy that used to play? Was that Lattimore? Punched the ball out. Rasheed catches the ball. He's trying to make a juke. Punched the ball out.
No, somebody else punched it out.
Somebody else punched it out. But Rasheed Rice immediately dove back on the ball. Like, just him being active, being the awareness to make plays, running for the end zone when he had a chance to score. He's diving, reaching, trying to get there. So, you know what I'm saying? I think the energy coming in, having that 6 weeks off at the beginning of the season, that energy coming in is just reinvigorating and having the other weapons that they have just being at full capacity with Juju, Xavier Worthy back healthy, Tyquan Thornton. They got a hell of firepower, and that's not even mentioning Hall of Fame tight end Travis Kelce.
Right.
And you getting valuable production out of Pacheco and Kareem Hunt when needed. So I think all of that together is good. And they even setting up a few run plays for Rasheed Rice where he's making some plays happen too. So I think all of that just votes well for them. And actually, if I got to pick in between these two, I'm a little bit lenient towards the Chiefs right now just because I'm still not in love with the Bills defense.
Nope.
Y'all went out there and beat the hell out of the Panthers. But, I mean, the Panthers was playing with Andy Dalton and
the Red Rifle.
The Red Rifle.
Ain't shoot shit.
Yeah, you like shot shit.
Yeah, he ain't shoot shit. Nah, but the Chiefs,
but he ain't had no wide receivers to shoot it to either.
They're full healthy. The only issue that the Chiefs may have is like Patrick Mahomes gets hit a little bit sometimes because of that left tackle over there. They got I think he's a rookie left tackle. But other than that, I mean, there's some times where he had a lot of, obviously, Patrick.
I mean, but have the Bills' defense been generating that much pressure?
Yeah, I mean, not lately. So
I mean, they did against Dalton, but I don't know if that's going down against the Chiefs.
Yeah. And then, the Chiefs, like I said, they ran the ball well. They rushed for 148 yards, 430 total yards of offense. Those 2 turnovers by Patrick Mahomes, one was uncharacteristic. The other one was just some bummy bullshit.
One of them,
tip drill bullshit. But, other than that, man, they played flawlessly, honestly. So, I don't know. The Chiefs, besides the Chiefs?
Not yet. Not yet.
But, yeah, I'm leaning Chiefs in this one, man.
It's only like a 2-point spread in this game. So, I mean, it's expected to be close. And I understand why, rightfully so. Because if it's any team that the Bills want to beat, it's damn sure the Chiefs.
And that defense, man. Chanel and Nick Bolton and Karlofskis, like those guys, man. McDuffie, Trent, Cook. Them boys been balling, man. They ball. They very sound. You can't really run on them like that. They're gonna go ahead and lock that down. They play with speed. They just,
and Chris Jones.
Crazy.
I seen Chris Jones even smiling yesterday. So I know they was having a good American
game. National anthem every game. But yeah, Bills, Chiefs. That's MustSeeTV.
Another one on my radar. I got to put this up there. I'm gonna say the Broncos and the Texans. And the reason why I picked this game is because I feel like this one is pretty evenly matched teams. Especially coming off of how they've been playing recently. The Texans been able to screen together a win or two, starting to look in much better form out there. They had a nice game. C.J. Stroud having multiple touchdown passes that game. And the Broncos on a win streak. Mm-hmm. They've been stringing together wins, had a dominant win against Dallas. But I feel like the Texans' defense has also been very good. So I'm curious to see what Bo Nix can do against this Texans defense. Will Anderson is playing out of his mind. Mm-hmm. I'm just curious to see this matchup because I feel like it's 2 evenly matched teams, and both teams have been very competitive in terms of their play. Yeah. And I'm just curious to see what happens.
Well, the Texans defense definitely been keeping them in the games because their offense ain't really doing that well.
C.J. Stroud had a good game last game. C.J. Stroud had a good game last game. Against the 49ers,
I just can't count on their receiver core.
I mean, well, for one, you're talking about Nico being out. Mm-hmm. So everybody. That was a big deal. But, hell, they had Xavier Hutchinson step up. That's the last game. But, I mean, they did that against the 49ers.
Yeah.
Who have been characteristically winning games despite injuries. So you can't just count them out and graze over it. They're a good team.
Yeah, it's that defense, man. Holding Christian McCaffrey to 25 yards. That's crazy.
Especially after he come off a monster 200-something yards from scrimmage.
Yeah.
The previous game against the Falcons.
They're on a short week, too, though.
Not really.
The 49ers? Didn't they play on Monday night? They played Atlanta on a Monday night game, right?
Okay, we calling that a short week, bro.
Yeah, it's a short week.
Sunday.
Yeah, from Monday
to Sunday?
Yeah.
You had one extra day?
Yeah.
They be chilling that day anyway. I'm not.
Yeah, one less day.
Yeah, but you also played one day later. Yeah. I'm not counting that as a damn short week.
Short week.
But anyway, they won.
Yeah.
So I got to give them credit where it's due. Mm-hmm. But moving forward.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, since we talk about who should win, shouldn't win, and
let's get to it.
Let's go ahead, just get to it, and just rip the Band-Aid off. Let's tell these people the best bets. Put your chips on the table.
I love chips.
I know you do. I know. But apparently you didn't love them chips that much last goddamn week because you went 0-3. What are you doing?
Just like my Giants, up and down, up and down, up and down.
I went 2-1.
Okay.
So that brings us to a grand total of 12-8-1 for me for the season so far, and you are 9-12. Tighten up.
Tragic.
So we're gonna try and get this man back to 500, and we're gonna try to keep the wins rising over here.
Yeah.
Because I want to be at 15 by next week. So let's go ahead and tell these people, what do you got
First bet of the week. It's a lock. I think Lamar Jackson comes back and plays this week. The Baltimore Ravens -8 versus the Miami Dolphins.
I don't think Lightning striking twice.
Full powerhouse. Yeah, I don't think my Lightning strikes twice in the same spot. It doesn't ever.
No.
So give me the Baltimore Ravens. Just overall a better team than the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
Every position, pretty much.
Yeah.
Especially if Lamar comes back. Even if Lamar doesn't come back, if Tyler Huntley comes out there and plays, I think they can win by 10.
That's a lot.
They can win by 10. The Dolphins, the Dolphins.
Hey, I said that last week, and look what happened to my team.
Give me the Baltimore Ravens -8 versus the Miami Dolphins. First bet of the week. That's a lot.
No, I like it.
The next one I'm taking is big spread. The biggest one I'm taking all season. I usually don't take big spreads, but I like the spot. Give me the Los Angeles Rams -14 versus the New Orleans Saints.
Because the Saints are basura.
Yes. The Rams coming off of a bye week, coming off of a win as well. Before that bye week, Matt Stafford's well rested. You know, his old self needed to rest his bones. They were overseas in, where was it, London or something, where they won that game? Where Tay Adams had like 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, they was in London.
Yeah, so they had a long break, 10 days I think it was.
Nice break.
Fresh off of the bye week, playing the New Orleans Saints, like we mentioned in the other segment, Clock Out, rookie starting quarterback, Rams defense, top defense in the league. That pass rush is going to be crazy, insane. So give me the Rams to win and win convincingly, -14.
Real quick, shout out to our homegirl Lulu on TikTok. She been doing the girlies who love football meetups. You know what I'm saying, to watch some of the games and doing their thing. She's a Saints fan, unfortunately, so this is not going to be good for her. But just since you mentioned that, shout out to her.
Yeah. Rams -14 versus the Saints. And my next bet is going to be the Seattle Seahawks on the road because, as you've been alluding to, they play way better on the road.
Yes, they do.
Against the Washington Commanders. Washington
is iffy on Jaden Daniels coming back. They say he might.
They say he
hamstrings,
might. Even if he does, I think the Seattle Seahawks can beat them. I love Seattle's defense. Sammy Darnold and Jackson Smith and Jigba been playing crazy all year.
So, a monster.
I mean, that versus the Washington defense, we just saw what the Chiefs did to this Washington defense in the air. You don't think Sam Darnold and Jackson Smith and Jigba can't do the same?
JSN can do that against anybody.
Give me that. Seattle -3. Best bets of the week. Baltimore -8. Rams -14. Seahawks -3. That's a lot. 3 all the way down.
That's a lot. I like the energy. But for me, I gotta keep it going. I gotta hop back with one of my teams that I was rocking with. I'm gonna go with the LA Chargers -9.5 versus the Basura Tennessee Titans.
That's such a weird number. I've never seen that.
9.5 is a very weird number, but I'll take it. Why? Because Joe Alt is out there. If Joe Alt was not out there, I would not take it.
Joe Alt's out there, and the Chargers and the Tennessee Titans are trash.
You give me Joe Alt and the Tennessee Titans being Basura, I'm taking it all day. 9.5, like it. Take it. Lock it in. The next one, I'm going to take Dallas -2.5 against the Arizona Cardinals to rebound. I felt like they did not play characteristic of themselves offensively in that game.
Yeah.
And the Arizona Cardinals are just beat to hell. What do I need to say more? 2.5 points is solid. You know, I feel like they scored enough points where Arizona just cannot keep up with that scoring.
Yeah.
It's really that simple. I think they just outscore them. I don't think they even dominate them crazy defensively unless they are just super energized and juiced up, which I hope they come out and do that. But regardless, I like Dallas. 2.5 versus AZ. Lock it in. Last one. One of my biggest point spreads of the season as well. I'm going to go with the Green Bay Packers -13 versus the Carolina Panthers.
Go Pack, go.
Because what the fuck was that? What Carolina just did? But you're going against the Packers, and if you got beat to hell by the Bills and and the Packers are able to beat the Steelers by 10, coming off the Steelers having a bye week.
On the road.
On the road. And then it wasn't even a monstrous game from Josh Jacobs in there. They had more rushing out of Emmanuel Wilson.
Yeah.
So
I don't like that for my fantasy.
yeah, it's probably not great for your fantasy, brother. But it can't be worse than Cam
Josh Jacobs get
Scatterable.
in the end zone. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Can't be worse than me with Cam Scatterable out for the season. But but Los Angeles Chargers minus 9.5, Dallas Cowboys minus 2.5, Green Bay Packers minus 13. Lock it in. Matter of fact, I don't know if I'm gonna do a full teaser with all that, but we're gonna see. I don't know if I'm gonna give y'all a teaser alert on that. I'm gonna use some combination of your picks though.
Yeah, do a 16 teaser with that right
I
there.
I might make that a teaser alert.
I'll take Baltimore down to what, 7-1
Take them down to
or 2?
2-1, depending on if you do a 6 or a 7 point teaser. We'll see.
Yeah,
I'm gonna think about that. I'm gonna meditate on it.
yeah,
It's a pending teaser alert.
yeah.
But one more thing before we go. These folks deserve.
One last thing.
They deserve to know who is the dog of the week.
Remy, because my dog wasn't barking.
Yes, your dog did not bark. My dog also did not.
Of course they didn't bark because they're fucking bear. Chicago Bears blew it.
The Bears blew it, and the Steelers blew it.
Yeah.
So we got to bounce back. We both lost last week, so that brings us to a grand total of 2-5 for me, which is atrocious, and 3-4 for you, which is still within very close fighting position. You ain't reach. You can get back. It's okay. I'm gonna try to bounce back. You're gonna try and bounce back.
I'm bouncing back. I'm not
back
gonna
and
try.
get
It's
better.
gonna happen. Mark my words, chat. Check this out. My dog of the week this week. I'm gonna take your dog from last week. I'm taking the Pittsburgh Steelers. I got faith in them. I believe in them.
Do you?
Yeah, I believe in them. They're at home. Okay, they're at home, and they're playing. Who they playing again? I forgot. That quick.
They're playing
Against the no. They're playing the Colts. That's right. They're playing the Colts. So this is a game to see if the Colts are for real. And I'm putting my chips on the Pittsburgh Steelers to prove
that the Colts aren't real.
To prove the Colts aren't real. Who's phony? Who's fake? Those are the types of teams that I hate. So we're gonna see. Word to Swiss Beats. We're gonna see if the Indianapolis Colts is for real. I'm gonna take the Pittsburgh Steelers coming off a loss at home versus the Green Bay Packers. It's a very emotional game that they played last week because of the Aaron Rodgers thing and Green Bay thing. Are they gonna lose again back-to-back games at home? I don't think so. So give me the Pittsburgh Steelers as my dog.
Okay. I respect it.
Yeah.
As Birdman like to say, since we talking about versus. All right, man. So I respect your choice there to go running back with Pittsburgh. We definitely going to see. I'm not going to say I love it because we don't know.
It, chat.
Jonathan Taylor is a monster.
I love it, chat.
But
it's going to be a close game, too.
I can see that. But I'm going to go with a team that resides in the city, that I'm actually a little bit fond of. It's a city called the Nasty Natty, as I like to call it. I got some people up there that I rock with, I love. Some cool people. Shout out to the guys. I'm going to go with the Cincinnati Bengals to win this week. Why? Because they're playing the Bears, right? They're playing the Bears at home. They put up 38 points. And with Joe Flacco, they've been consistently putting up numbers. Now, I know Joe Flacco got a little bit of a shoulder thing going on. They kind of resting it. It seems a little bit precautionary to be limited. It doesn't necessarily seem that he'll really be out. But the Bears, you just got your ass beat by the beat-up-ass Ravens, and you actually made the Ravens' defense look good for the first time this whole season.
They sure did.
Now, the Bengals' defense also gave up 39 points. But it's going to be my assumption that they're going to come out and they're going to try to play a lot better coming off of that atrocious points because you just got embarrassed by losing to the Jets.
The goddamn Jets.
I think they bounce back and they win at home against the Bears. So give me the Cincinnati Bengals to sneak this dub in. I don't think it's going to be a huge convincing win, but I do think Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown come in, lock it in. They win this bet for me.
It's not a bad one.
I come back.
I don't hate it. Yeah, it's one I can stand behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. We're going to see who's funny, who's fake, and the type of teams that we hate.
That's right.
But that's all we got.
That's it, chat.
So make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you stay tapped in, stay locked in, man. Follow us on the gram, man. Shout out Nelson, man. He'll send them slips. He gonna talk. We converse about the picks, what we thinking, what we not seeing. There's a couple of those bets got cooked. Not gonna hold you, but
That happens every week.
it happens every week, and sometimes you get some W's too.
Yeah.
We done seen some W's come through there. We done seen some cook bets come through there. But we keep on stirring the pot regardless. So, like I said, make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow us on the channel. I might be posting something new because I just got put on to some. So y'all just make sure y'all stay tapped in because I'm going to report another app, whatever, hearing about. I got to test it out and kind of see what the deal is with that. So is there anything else you want to tell the people?
Parlays. Making money line plays.
May all the bets continue to pay because I need that money today.
Every day.
And I need that money. But yeah, man, make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all stay tapped in. It's all love, peace, and soul grease.
We out.
I got the success and get my respect. Don't sip on no act, don't do the high tech. You really your act, could never contest. You claiming you plug, ain't got no connect. You keep you a gun, but never a vest. These niggas be wildin', they swear that they violent. Just give me a second to accept the challenge. Yeah. Run it out, get it.